In 2003, Mayor Abramson created the Corridors of Opportunity in Louisville, or COOL program, to bring new businesses to the community. The program offers forgivable loans to retail businesses that locate in areas of need. Since the COOL program began, Louisville has undergone a retail renaissance, and the program is now a model for other cities. Here's more.
A healthy retail industry is critical to Louisville's economy. A variety of retail stores, shops, and restaurants provide much-needed services for neighborhood residents. To foster Louisville's retail growth, Mayor Abramson created a nationally innovative program called COOL, which stands for Corridors of Opportunity in Louisville. The COOL program was launched in response to residents who lived in areas with limited retail options.
When Mayor Abramson was a candidate to be the first mayor of the combined city and county government, he campaigned in what was going to be each of the Metro Council districts and heard pretty consistently, in my neighborhood I'd like a restaurant like this or a store like that. And so he envisioned the creation of a brand new economic development team focused exclusively on retail development. The purpose to enhance quality of life in neighborhoods by bringing quality retail stores, restaurants, and other retail services into proximity where people live.
The Metro Development Authority administers the COOL program, which encourages retail development along Louisville's commercial corridors. The importance of having goods and services readily available to citizens in the area was not underestimated. Mayor Abramson made it a priority to enhance the quality of life in neighborhoods by developing convenient shopping and service opportunities in areas that need it the most.
Well, the priority for the COOL program, although we do have projects in every area of the city, is really to serve underserved neighborhoods and fill space that's currently empty in strip centers, standalone locations, and certainly big boxes. And so neighborhoods that currently don't have a grocery store or a sit-down restaurant or other retail services, those are really the places we focus most of our energy.
COOL's core mission is to develop stores and restaurants in underserved neighborhoods. By bringing quality stores and restaurants to a neighborhood, you can enhance its quality of life. By having a good store, a good restaurant, or other retail services into close proximity to where you live, you have a higher sense of your quality of life.
Since the COOL program began in 2003, the retail landscape in Louisville has changed dramatically.
A great example of how we can look at an existing empty strip center or one that maybe hasn't quite seen its days being as vital most recently as it should be would be maybe Hazelwood Shopping Center. Hazelwood on Taylor Boulevard probably had seen better days. In fact, I grew up in that neighborhood myself and can tell you that the current situation is much better than it has been most recently. We were able to work with both Family Dollar and Save-A-Lot to open new locations at Hazelwood Shopping Center. We also worked with both of them on incentive public financing to help make that possible. Save-A-Lot is both a grocery store and offers a certain amount of general merchandise, whereas Family Dollar offers mostly general merchandise. That brings those services into that neighborhood and at the same time taking what has probably become something of an eyesore for the neighborhood and creating a neighborhood asset.
The COOL program encourages retail development by seeking business tenants to occupy available sites or by finding property for an interested developer or retail business.
We are appreciative of the program that the mayor has going with the COOL program because it gives individuals the opportunity to take their ideas and develop them. And I don't think we could not have opened up the store, the Bodega Caliche, without that help. And I think it's really helped with downtown Louisville in the past, actually within the past year since we've started this and opened. It's amazing to see all the development that has happened, and it's nice to see this neighborhood come back to life, and I think that program really helped with that.
They sent you in the right direction to each channel that you needed to go through, and a lot of times you wouldn't have known you need to go to this particular place to get that particular information and give who you need to go to for this permit and that kind of stuff.
We were able to propose the idea and open the store within 6 months. So within 6 months, we were able to have our business plan together, have our loan, have the building and everything put together. Whereas I think if we didn't have the COOL program, we would probably have taken a year or more to pull it all together because we wouldn't have known what to do.
COOL in its formation, really didn't have a good example to follow from other cities. And so we really reached out to a lot of different professionals, retailers, retail developers, attorneys, banks, neighborhood groups, both residential and business associations, and all the other disciplines and stakeholders, and said, what should we be as a program? And we figured out that we needed to be involved as early in any retail project as we could, that sometimes we're going to help in a big way and sometimes a smaller way and often somewhere in the middle, and that we can do things like recruit retailers and developers to an area of town, to a specific project, to offer information such as demographics, psychographics, our own on-the-ground knowledge, to provide public financing or augmenting in some way with infrastructure improvements, and to facilitate the approvals process.
The COOL program helps prospective businesses find a retail site, learn about incentives, and navigate the sometimes complex approval process.
For us, the benefit was even as much as Louisville has cut back on some of the red tape and bureaucracy, it's still process-driven, and it's nice to have the weight of the mayor's office and the city development folks behind you when you go through a project. Obviously, a smaller company is going to benefit from that, but we thought it was great for us too. It was a really good fit. The KFC project is a special project, not just because of the location, but also because of the building itself, the colors, the signage. It was all sort of a new thing, and a lot of this hadn't been tried before, at least from our concepting. And it was really going to combine some of the U.S. design with the international design and really come up with a template that all of our franchisees could use. So this building is going to be used 1,000, 2,000 times over, so we really wanted to go all out for it. In doing that, you're going to use a lot of different new signage elements, a lot of bright colors, things like that. Not all of those are things that any particular neighborhood is going to want, and specifically the case in the Highlands, where you really got to work with the community to make that happen. That's where COOL came in and helped us walk this through.
Through the Mayor's COOL program, retail continues to accelerate throughout the city. In the past 4 years, COOL has completed more than 200 projects, and due to its success, the program has become a model for the rest of the country.
Retail is not a traditional area of focus for economic development. Louisville's become a national leader in that regard. Most cities and states have never done that before, and Louisville has really focused in a full-time way to enhance quality of life in neighborhoods. So much so that even cities like Las Vegas are using our example on how to enhance quality of life in their cities, and we're even teaching our best practices at Wharton University.
It's important because as you live in a neighborhood where restaurants and stores, particularly food and clothing, are located in proximity to where you live, that really impacts how you view your quality of life in the neighborhood in which you live.
The COOL program is run by the Metro Development Authority, located on the 6th floor of the 444 South 5th Street building. To find out how you can benefit from the COOL program, call 574-4140 or visit louisvilleky.gov.
Metro TV, a public service of Louisville Metro government.